think the music's over, and I think we're live. Welcome in, everybody. Let me get set up here. And we're here, and we're off and running. How's everybody doing on this Sunday? Hello, Melissa Jennifer Jones. How you doing? Good to see you. It has been the week from hell around here. So much work going on. You can't believe it. I got a few announcements I'm going to make here in just a minute. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with the River Docs channel and the Doc Rivers channel and everything like that. And my phone's going off again. Good gracious. Hey, Florida man, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, it's hot enough, that's for sure. It's always hot. The sun's still out. It's bright as a dollar in here. I'm used to it being dark. Holy cow. Sadie Lamp, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Tommy. Tommy. My old buddy Tommy O'Damarok, good to see you. Hang on just a minute, guys. I got to check this phone call, and then I'll explain. And Tommy, you'll probably want to hear what I got to say about this. And I'm back. No, I had a real good friend have an accident this week, and I'm going to explain it here in a minute. Let's see who we got. Michael Chewing. How you doing? Awesome day in Virginia. Very good. You know, a very good friend of mine, a lady I've known for years and years and years. Her name's Beth. Tommy, you know Beth. You know Mike and Beth both. Anyway, she was going to the grocery store, and she's got a hatchback on her little grocery cart, carrier car, you know, or a little SUV. And she lifted it up to put groceries in. She's a little bitty short thing. She's only about that tall to me. She's about 5 foot tall. And when she lifted it up, the hydraulics brought back down and hit her in the head. It didn't knock her down or knock her out or anything. She thought, well, no biggie. And a couple days later, she started having headaches. She got a burning feeling in her temple and stuff. And she called the doctor. He said, go to the emergency room. She went to the emergency room, and she had what they call a hematoma, which a hematoma is like, you know, you mash your thumb with a hammer, you get a hematoma filled up with blood, except hers was in her head. They had to actually do surgery on her and drill into her skull and drain all the blood out and everything. She had to stay there for a couple of days in ICU to make sure the blood stopped. And I've been talking to him, and her husband can't drive, and she's the only one that can drive, and they need to go to Walmart, and they just text me, and I told them I'd take them to Walmart tomorrow. So I had to get that all straightened up. Who's that? MG Cole. Hey. It's good to be back. Yes, it is. But I want to tell you all something real quick here. Excuse me. I am getting ready and working hard on opening the Doc Rivers YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link up right now early because everybody usually comes in early to check everything, and they don't watch the whole show. So I'm going to put it up real quick. It's there in the, I don't know if you can see the comments, but you need to go over and subscribe to it because all my videos, my music videos and everything's going to be there. For those of you that want to see, the Jenny Lee video is completed and it's done. It's on there and uploaded. I haven't released it yet. It's still, but I can give you a link to it if you want to go watch it. It's still unlisted. I haven't released it yet because I haven't got the channel, the banner, and everything finished on it. But I will. And I'm going to be working on that channel a lot. Going to be putting the songs up and the music up on that through the month of August. And just to let y'all know, I'm probably going to take a break here from Sunday nights for a couple weeks, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know, to get this all done. I've got they're coming to put a roof on my house on a Monday, not this Monday, next Monday, and I got to get some things ready for that, and a few family visits and things. You know, usually I take the whole summer off, but I'm not doing that this year. But I'm going to be taking some time this month and getting a lot of things accomplished so I can get ready and get going for fall. And I want that. This is the Doc Rivers Music Channel, and it's going to be music. Is what it's going to be all about. It's just going to be about music and things like that. Thank you, Michael Chewing. Yeah, subscribe to it and bookmark it, because you remember, like I said, it's a new channel, so they won't notify just on everything. So do that. What's Chrome telling me? Nothing. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing? Hello to you. He says hello to everyone. I know you're subscribed. You won't leave me. I got you guys hooked, man. You ain't gonna leave. You'll find me. And you know, the bad news is I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get all this done. But the good news is I can look you straight in the eye and tell you I will be back. But I need some weekend time to take care of some family things, and my house, I got some painting I need to do. I've got this room that I'm in right now. I'm going to have to change the flooring in it. I want to put some new flooring in it. And I can't do that. I have to tear. I mean, you don't see what's beside me and in front of me. I mean, there's 3 desks, and they all 3 got computers on them, you know. And they all got to come out of here, and that dresser all has to come out so we can get the floor out and get the new flooring down. So I've got a lot of things to do, and so I need to take some time. So this will probably be our last Sunday night for a few weeks. But don't forget, I will be back, and I will keep you in touch. I know you're subscribed. You guys will find me. And I may start doing the live shows from that channel, because I need to build up some watch time on it and everything. And that's a good way to do it, is by doing the live shows, because, you know, we spend time in here and everything like that. Like I said, today I didn't have time to get anything ready. As I said, if you've seen the description of the video, hey, it's open discussion. We can talk about whatever we want to, because I haven't got a damn thing planned. I'm trying to see if I can put that Jenny Lee video up for you guys here. I'll do it on one condition. I'll put it up here, but you got to promise me when I put it up on the channel, you'll go there and watch it too, so I get the watch time on that channel. And I know you guys will do that for me. I'll see, but I completed that. I got that done this week. And it's finished. Let's see if it'll do it. If I can get a video file up there. Yeah, I think I can do it. You guys want to see the complete me and Jenny Lee video? I'm going to go ahead and put it up. Tell me what you think of the video. I'll tell you what, everybody can say what they want about AI. Oh, it's just simple. You're just pushing a few buttons. Guess what? They haven't worked with AI. They haven't got a friggin' clue the complications that comes up in it and the things you have to do to get these videos. Well, I do to have to get the videos, because my music videos are going to be to tell a story. They're not just going to be a bunch of pictures and sloppy stuff put up there. I'm going to try to tell a story, just like I used to with my documentaries on the River Docs channel. You know, I just didn't throw any picture up there. My pictures had a meaning, you know, at a certain point in time, and this, that, and the other. Well, that's what I'm going to do, you know. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Yep, it's time to party. And just like that one song I got, wholesale cocktail in a plastic cup. I like it. But sadly, this is tea. I don't drink that much alcohol anymore. As we all know, we get older, you know, a few beers and that's pretty much my it. All right. It's called up. I'm going to open it. I'm going to put my headphones on so I make sure the volume's working on it. Let me know if you can hear or you can't. You know, guys know the song anyway. You're familiar with Jenny Lee. She was just an old flame of mine. Yeah, this is apple cinnamon tea. So I like it. You don't have to put sugar in it. It's real sweet. Tastes good. Okay. Now remember what we got here. Ain't many people here, but you're going to be the first ones to see this complete video. Nobody else has seen it but me and you all. And flying down the road and sounding good. 400 ponies running under my hood. This was the heat of the summer. 75 looking back, now what a time to be alive. I had just crossed a river heading into town. With no place to go, I started looking around. When a train at the crossing forced me to wait, it was about that time I met my fate. The first time I saw her, she was leaning back on her front porch swing by the railroad tracks. Her bare feet were moving with the rhythm of the train. I shouted, "Hey, sugar, what's your name?" She walked over real slow, eyed my Z28, then looked down at me with a smile on her face. "Will your car burn rubber?" I said, "Hop in and see." She says, "Well, nice to meet ya. I'm Jenny Lee." So I dumped the clutch, went through all 4 gears, watching smoke from those 60s in the rearview mirror. Then she pointed me south. I followed her lead, heading out to the Swanee. Me and Jenny Lee. Me and Jenny Lee. We were making fast time down that rough black top. I was watching Jenny bounce in her red halter top. One hand around a bottle, then one around me, and running out the speaker singing, "Call me the breeze." Then we came to the end of that old back road, by the bank of the river where the black water flows. Walking hand in hand, moon peeking through the trees, bare feet on the sand. Me and Jenny Lee. Well, yeah, there were owls in the cypress and gators below. 2 hearts racing on the bank where the black water flows. Left our prints in the sand, a burning memory that night on the Swanee. Me and Jenny Lee. Me and Jenny Lee. Oh, me and Jenny Lee. Oh, me and Jenny Lee. And there you have it. That is it. Oh, gracious. I need to move that. Come on now. There. And there you have it. Yep. I had to mention Ronnie in the song. I played that song. I used to have that. Well, that was on the Second Helping album, I believe. And it was also on the One More from the Road. I had it in 8-track tape. I played them things forever. Yeah, here's the thing. If that was a documentary video, I could put a picture of Ronnie up there and do things like that. But this is a little more complicated. This is a music video. I would have been any picture of Ronnie or the band or anything like that. They would claim the song in the video. The only reference I could put up there where I thought people would know would be the hat. So, and setting it on the dash of a car and everything like that. So that's kind of how I got around that. Yeah, Call Me the Breeze. That was such a cool song. I used to play that song and just fly down the highway. Songs like that used to make me drive fast. I liked it. But anyway, that is on the new River Docs channel. It's not, I call it River Docs, and I have to break myself. It's Doc Rivers Music. And I'm going to put the link up here, and I'll be releasing them videos again. No, that's not it. Don't take that. That's the link to the video right now, which you don't need really, because I'll open it up and put it to the public here probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Then you can go and watch it as many times as you want to. Anytime you feel like you want to see it, you go watch it, you know. But there's the channel, at Doc Rivers Music, youtube.com. And I'm getting I got the banner. I worked on the banner up until 20 minutes before this started. I've been working on that most of the day and getting it all put together. It takes time. I've still got I got to send them a video of myself so they know I'm really me, so I can do live shows from there and things like that, and then I'll be ready. If I ever get the amount of watch hours and enough subscribers, I can get it monetized. Hopefully, it'll make a little money. And as this River Docs, like I said, it's not making the money it used to because I haven't uploaded any videos. And YouTube's just a little different than it used to be. And it takes a lot of money to run these channels. You know, as I said, just this software I'm using for our live chats is $500 a year. And I'd like to move the live chats and live streams over to that channel because it's going to be more of a personal channel. I can talk about what the hell I want to there. It don't always have to be music, but, 90% of what I talk about is music. But this way I can talk about songwriting, songs I'm writing, why I write them, how I write them, and things. I've wrote songs all my life. It's just, I played music a lot of times just to make money, especially when I was younger, especially, that's it. Yeah, just come in. Don't make no difference. That's what I tell people too. If you want to hunt me up on Facebook, I'm there under Doc Rivers. And you can hunt me up. If you want to drop me a quick message or something, you don't have to say, just say I know you from the channel or something. And if you want to, follow me or whatever, I don't care. I'm sure you guys are, smart enough to know my real first name isn't Doc. I just took that because that's what everybody called me. I started that channel. I named it River Docs. I just thought it was kind of catchy, river, and you have a dock on the river. And docs were also a short for documentaries. I just thought it was kind of a cool name. And then everybody just started calling me Doc. So, you know what? Fine, I'll be Doc. I don't care. I just don't care. Don't make no difference what names y'all use. It's just nice to see you, things like that, and get it going. All right. Yeah, thanks, Sadie Lamp. I'm glad you liked it. Tommy, you'd say you liked it whether you did or not. You're too good of a friend. Yeah. No, that's good. How you doing, Tommy? You getting your sleep in and everything now? Yeah, I thought the hat was appropriate. I mean, I think people will get the hint of what I was. Sometimes it's hard. What did he say there? Or Ronnie out speakers. What does that mean? But it's the style that I ride in. I just didn't. Some of it's cryptic, and I think that the video helps it along. It does. I'm going to put all my songs on that channel. They'll all be there. I'm going to put them. Some of them's going to be in video form. Like Jenny Lee shortened. It's 3 minutes and 19 seconds long, and the original song. Well, the original song that first came up was 4 minutes and 35 seconds, which was entirely too long. And I cut it down to about 4 minutes and 20-something seconds. And then for the video, I couldn't do that. I cut it down. I cut over a minute of the song out. So, I'll have the music, just the music, that you can play there. Or you can watch the video too, if you want to do it. I'll put them in playlists, so you can just punch it and it'll play them, and they'll keep playing, and just play all the songs that's on there and things like that. So, yeah, it'll work. Yeah, the Doctor of Music. Dr. Music. Oh yeah, I remember that. Boy, that's a good one. I haven't thought of that show in a long time. I used to watch that all the time. Howard Hessman, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, a lot of good shows. A lot of good shows that come and gone. I try to. I don't watch anything. I don't watch anything new on TV whatsoever. I don't listen to any new music at all. I hate myself for it in a way, but I just can't find anything that's really interesting to me anymore. Of the new that come out, I guess I'm just really too old school. But I do watch a lot of older stuff now. Why aren't my things coming up? But anyway, TV's always been like that. I still watch old movies and different things. I don't have any new programs on TV that I watch. The only new program I will watch is I watch that damn reality show, Survivor. And I've been watching it since the very first season. I started watching that, what was the first season? In 2001, I think it was. And I started watching that, and I haven't missed that. I'll watch it as it comes out. And it's gone through 50 seasons, so 25 years I've been watching it. CSI and Icons. Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a lot of people that watch CSI, different ones like that. I just don't get into it. TV, I have more things to do. I'd rather watch a YouTube video or be in here. I never have been. I'll watch TV if there's something I really want. Don't use TV. I can find other things to do with my time. So I'm not a big TV person. I'd rather listen to an album than watch TV. And not that I don't, because I do. I watch movies, and I go to the show once in a while. We got an Inside Theater down here. I'll go down and check out a few new movies once in a while. And but TV, I've got a big TV right here in this room. There's a 55-inch TV on the wall right over there. And I'll watch baseball games. I'm from St. Louis, so I'll watch Cardinal baseball games sometimes. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's, oh, yeah, and Memphis and the Misfits, yeah. You got a thing for William Peterson. I'm assuming he is on one of them television programs. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't know. I don't know who William Peterson is, but I'll keep that in mind. Hi, Hornback. How you doing, my friend? God bless you, too, and your family and friends and everybody. You know, we had a real bad thing happen here. Tommy, you'll probably know where this happened. I don't know. You may have seen it on the news today. I had to go out and go to Target, pick up some things today. And I was going down the road, and it's, like 4 lanes, 2 on each this way. And got up there, and they had the traffic lights blocked, and the only place you could get was in the left lane and make a left. They had it totally shut off, and I couldn't figure out what the hell happened. So I had to circle all around all over the place trying to get to Target, and traffic down here is a mess, especially on Sundays. Well, I got done with Target and everything and picked some things up, and I was heading back to the house. And I came back the way I was going where they detoured me. And when I came back, I saw, I come over the hill. I seen cop cars all over the place. Well, when I got up there, there was just a white SUV. You could tell the front end had been wrecked on it. And it was on the wrecker. And that was all I seen. And there was a dozen the cop car sitting there, and it was all State Highway Patrol, Florida Highway Patrol. And I knew, I said, man, this is something. This was either a chase or a drug bust or something. I just knew it was because when I got down to where the road was blocked, it was the regular county down here that had it blocked. Well, I got home, and all I'd do was turn on Facebook where I get my news. And what had happened was, this is awful, man. Kids, they just don't think. There was 2 15-year-olds, and at 4 o'clock this morning, they snagged the keys to one of them's mom. This was their mom's car. They snagged the keys to the car, 15 years old, and they had some beer and was out joyriding. And the highway patrol got in behind them. They was going 75 miles an hour in a 45. And he started chasing them. And they ran it up to 115 miles an hour. They was chasing them down this road here. And I don't know if, they said the cop tried to pull a pit maneuver, which is where they hit the car and turn it sideways. But they can't do a pit maneuver at 115. And I seen the SUV, and it wasn't going that fast when it wrecked. But when it went off the road, it hit a light pole and then hit a tree. And the young boy that was in the passenger side died, and the one that was in the driver's side is in critical condition in the hospital. And I was just sitting there thinking, 15 years old, and, people's trying to throw blame here and there. I'm sitting there going, at 15 years old, you do stupid things. It wasn't the cop's fault. It wasn't the parents' fault. It was the kid's fault because they was underage. They shouldn't have been driving, and they shouldn't have been driving and drinking, and they shouldn't have been driving 115 miles an hour trying to get away from the cops. But we all do stupid things. I have to think back when I was a teenager, and I did some pretty stupid things myself, and you thank God that you come through that and got to live to be an old man. And I look at these 2 boys and I think, man, they'll never get, at least one of them will never get to be an old man and do the things that they was cut out to do. Yeah, that's it, Melissa. 15 years old, and you got your whole life ahead of you. I can remember, back at the times when I wrote songs and songs happened like Jenny Lee and all that stuff. Man, I had the world by the hind end. I had my whole life ahead of me, and I, always was doing something, trying to do better myself and do this. But I did do some stupid things myself, and these kids did a stupid thing, and it cost them. And I felt so, it really put me in a weird mood today, thinking about them and everything like that. They just don't think, And you can't really blame the parents because at 15 years old, you can't, my parents couldn't keep up with me at 15. They couldn't do it. Uh, and you can't keep it. You just have to hope that they have enough common sense or enough luck to stay out of situations like that. And they just didn't do it. And it really hurt. Who was he? He was the lead guy on CSI. He was also Young Guns 2 and Manhunter. I don't. I think I seen Young Guns. I don't think I seen Young Guns 2. So he's the latest flame, huh? You know, I haven't had no television sweethearts since Gilligan's Island went off the air. Oh, God, I love Marianne. Oh, yeah, you know, that's it. It's just kids, you know. I thought I knew everything at 15 also, you know. But you don't. You're just too young to do it. Well, I don't remember Young Guns, but I know Pat Garrett was the one that shot Billy and killed Billy the Kid. I know that much. I like the Old West, too. I read a lot of Old West books and stuff. I read lots and lots of books. You know who else I haven't had in here is Molly. She hasn't been in here in a long time. I got Maggie. She's been hanging out in here. My other little gray cat, Gray Tabby. I've got too many cats around here. I got a song I'm writing, you know, and most of the songs I've been recording and writing right now I'm not really writing them. They've already been written. I'm just getting the music to them and everything. Because some of them I can, like I said, some of them I can sing myself and some of them I can't sing. Some of them I can't sing. And I'll just have to get the AI to sing it for me or whatever. I don't know. But I'm getting these songs done and get them completed. I want to do that. Just another completion of life. You know, I've had these things and they're no good to anybody. They're no good to anybody unless I get them on tape where people can hear them. You know, just in my head or playing them on a guitar don't do any good. Maggie! Come here. Kiki. You want some? I don't got no treats here for you. She's just sitting in there looking at me. She's on the counter. We got Tommy Huxley. How you doing, man? No, you're not late. You're fashionably late. Still got a little time. Since you are late and came in, I've been telling everybody I'm going to start my music channel and open it up called Doc Rivers Music Tommy. And if you haven't subscribed to it, I'm going to put the link up here again. I'm going to keep putting them because I want to tell you guys, because I'm going to take some time off in August. You won't find me around here for a couple, 3 weeks. And I'm going to open this channel up and all my songwriting and music that I'm recording. And I'm even going to, what I'm going to do, I think some of you might like it. I'm even going to take some of the songs that I wrote, which all of them are true stories. You know, the only thing, there's things that I change and move around in them stories. I have to make them fit, you know, as a song. But I'll do some videos and go over the songs and explain. I'll tell you the whole story. I'll tell you the true story of Jenny Lee sometime. And the only thing is I won't use the young lady's last name because that young lady's a grandma somewhere, and I don't know if I doubt if they'd ever hear it or whatever, but I still remember her full name, and I still know where she lived. I know what part of Florida. I know the street she lived on in Florida, believe it or not. But I have no clue what happened to her. I lost track of her, you know. I got a few letters from her, believe it or not. But I have no idea what happened to her. Oh, wow, that's cool. Hotel Bonnie and Clyde stayed at? I love the story of Bonnie and Clyde. I watch documentaries on them and everything. Merle Haggard had a hit with the Bonnie and Clyde, with a song about Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, I like the documentaries on them. I've never read any books, but I've watched quite a few documentaries on them. Yeah, Randy Meisner passed away on this date. Yep, 3 years ago. Oh no, he died 3 years ago. Yeah, I did a video on him when he died. I think. What's the name of that hotel? Oh, Sadie Lamp. It might not be the same now. There's all kinds of places that keep up with Bonnie and Clyde. I know there's a place in Joplin, Missouri, where they stayed. I think they had a pretty good gunfight battle with the police there, and they were staying at some. I don't think it was a hotel. I think it was more like a boarding house or something like that. Boy, that tea went down good. I remember when beer used to go down good like that. I remember when bourbon used to go down good like that. I can't do it no more. I have a few drinks. Me and Tommy O'Domarock will go out and have a drink every once in a while. Tommy, I forgot what you was drinking. You was drinking a brandy, wasn't yours? He'd get I don't remember if it was brandy or scotch he would drink, and he'd get a little shot of it, and then he'd have a soda on the side, and he'd have one, and I'd have one or two beers. It depended. They're called brain farts, man. I have them all the time. This is my last drink. No, I never said that. But they're very few and far between now. You know, and usually, I mean, two's just my limit, you know. and they're just Michelob Ultra beer, you know, it's like 4.2. It's not even 5% beer. I used to drink, at the end there, I drank Absolute vodka. And there's been a half a bottle in my cabinet for 3 or 4 years now. You know, I don't even touch it. Yeah, Travis Tritt did a Bonnie and Clyde song, but that's originally a Merle Haggard song. I don't think Merle Haggard wrote it. Let me see. I'll look it up real quick because I'm not even positive myself, guys. Yeah, let's see. Let me move this over here. Damn it, I hate Windows 11. The Legend of Bonnie and Clyde is a 1968 song and album by Merle Haggard and the Strangers. It was written by Merle Haggard and Bonnie Owens. So, yeah, Merle wrote the song too. I didn't know that. And it was a #1 country single. It was Haggard's 4th #1 hit. Huh. And the flip side of the single was Today I Started Loving You Again, which was another big hit by Haggard. Oh, man, dude, I do too, you know. I used to even drink the cheap stuff, you know, that high gravity beer like Steel Reserve. You ever drink that stuff? It's got heroin or something in it. I used to drink them damn things. And then I always liked malt liquor. I drank Mickey's, them green bottles, the big mouth bottles. I used to slam them things. Now that's a combination, Hornback. Vodka with hot V8 juice and then a Bud Light. Yeah, that stuff down here used to be you could get you could get a 12 pack of 12-ounce cans. They come in 16 and 24-ounce cans of the Steel Reserve. It's like 8.6 or something like that. It's a high gravity beer, and it really tastes nasty until you drink about 4 or 5 drinks, and then you just start getting really weird. It's got a real weird buzz to it. And you could get a 12-pack down here for like a Dollar General for $4.99, something like that. And when we come down here, we'd buy that stuff and drink it. Yeah, oh yeah, the stuff's it's called Steel Reserve. Look for it. You can see it. You can find it in the grocery store. Where you at, Tommy? I don't remember what state are you in or anything. Yeah, the Mickey's Big Mouth. You're in California. I'll bet they got it out there. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. No, it's not that high. Steel Reserve is a high-gravity malt liquor and flavored malt beverage brand known for its high alcohol content, 8 to 8.1%. Budget-friendly priced, owned by Molson Coors, and introduced in 1994. High-gravity 211. Yeah, that's what it says, Steel Reserve 211. Yeah, just look it up on the internet, Steel Reserve. They even got a homepage and everything. I'm sure they got it in California. It's all over. If they got Coors, if Coors and Molson makes it. We got a brewery, or what do you call them? It's not a brewery, but where they make the beer themselves here, and they got some of that. I took a taste of one. They had one. It was like 12%. I mean, this stuff is really potent beer. You can buy them. I think they call them little boats, and they give you 4 cups. They're like 4 4-ounce cups. I want to say they're like maybe $8, $9, $10. I don't know. And they'll give you a different tap out of the different tappers, and they give you a big long list of this different kind of beer and stuff. And some of that stuff's really potent. How you out by San Fran? The Giants. San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco 49ers. Give it a try. If you like that IPA, that 7% stuff, just try it. This stuff is the first couple of drinks is going to taste nasty. Just get them down, and then it starts tasting really good. I'm telling you. Yeah, I like Mickey's. Mickey's is good tasting beer. I used to on weekends when I didn't have to work, that was my breakfast. Believe it or not, I know I like weird stuff. This is something else you know about me. But I liked deviled eggs for breakfast, and I would have deviled eggs and Mickey's beer. I'd eat, maybe 4 or 5 deviled eggs and drink 2 or 3 of them Mickey's to get my Saturday morning started. Yeah, Cardinals are sucking too, but I knew they was going to this year, the Cardinals. I'm from St. Louis, so I'm a Cardinal fan. But I knew they were, they got rid of all the high dollar players, and they're bringing all these kids up, and they're just learning how to play. They got that one young kid, the one that run the home run derby, Jordan Walker. He's going to be a monster, I think. But you're a 49ers fan? Yeah. I don't watch football at all like I used to. Now, I can talk 49ers or anybody's football from the 60s and 70s, but I can't talk about it nowadays. I don't know who's who or anything. They used to be, but they had a lot of problems. They tried to stay consistent, and they let their farm system go, and they had no young kids, and they don't have enough money in the Midwest. You know, their television royalties and stuff isn't enough to give them that big payroll to hire to sign a bunch of free agents. So they got in kind of bad shape, but they're doing okay now. It's still fun to watch. I still like baseball. And them young kids are playing really hard, and it's fun to watch them. Coors Party Balls. I don't remember that. Well, Coors is brewed out in Colorado, so maybe Melissa Jennifer Jones knows about them. That's where she's out in Colorado. Yeah, since the late 80s. I kind of quit watching football in the 90s. The Rams came to St. Louis, and they came to St. Louis and won the Super Bowl, and then people just quit watching. St. Louis, the only two sports in St. Louis that ever went over was baseball and hockey. Jungle Juice, Harvell Punch, Del Monte Cocktail Juice, Heavy Syrup, Pint Clear Eyes, Pure Grain, yeah. I on my River Docs channel, they're unlisted, but I have video on there how I used to make I would take the maraschino cherries, and I would take the juice out and pour Everclear grain alcohol in it and put the lid on and let them sit for a couple of weeks. And we'd eat them damn things. We called them cherry bombs. The Coors Party Balls, quite clearly. Nah, I don't remember that either. You guys are talking above my head. Somebody explain it. In Golden, Colorado. Okay. Yeah, west of Denver. A lot of that stuff is guaranteed hangover, man. You know. Anybody got alcohol they won't drink anymore? The one alcohol I will not touch, I can't even smell the stuff. It'll make me hurl is Jägermeister. Oh, that stuff makes me hurl. I can't even smell it. I drank a bottle. I had a pint bottle of that one night and was drinking it. And it was okay, and I hate black licorice. I can't stand that stuff. I love red licorice and chocolate licorice, but I don't like black licorice. But I was drinking that Jägermeister, and man, I got up the next morning and, oh, God, I'll never touch that stuff again. Yeah, there's a lot of them down here. I forget what they call them little places. They make their own brew. It's pretty good, though. It's fun to go in and hang out in them. Like I said, thing is, I just don't drink. Well, one thing I won't drink and drive at all. A beer or two I will, but that's about it. Plastic round ball that had a tap on it that looked like a traditional keg, but a little cheaper. I'll be darned. A party ball. That's cool. Yeah, that stuff's disgusting. I won't drink it again. It made me sick. Yeah, drinking Everclear is not good at all. Just drinking it, man. We used to mix it with that cherry juice, but that stuff, that stuff's dangerous. You can OD all that stuff. Yeah, in the 70s. Vodka, yeah. Like White Russians and Black Russians. That's nasty, man. Mixing alcohol is bad too. The only thing I could mix was I could drink beer and then drink like straight bourbon, and I only like bourbon. I didn't like blended whiskey, like Seagram 7 and stuff like that. I always drank I like Jim Beam and Wild Turkey. I drink them. Now, Southern Comfort's pretty cool. As long as you keep it within within your means. To me, anytime you drink too much of a sweet liquor, you'll get sick, or I will. White Russians, you like them? Yeah. Oh, I love tequila. I love that 1800 silver tequila. I love that stuff. It just, you drink so much of it, though, it makes you nuts. You do stupid stuff. And, I got to a certain age one time and I said, man, I've done all this stupid stuff. And, my guardian angel's with me. I'm still alive. I've never had car wrecks, never hurt myself or hurt anybody. I said, it's time, because if I don't, something bad's going to happen. And that's what really stopped me. That makes you want to fight. Well, it makes you feel, what's that one Travis Tritt song? 10 Foot Tall and Bulletproof? Or was that Waylon Jennings? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. You wade right in there where angels fear to tread. I know that feeling. Well, God, I used to work in bars all the time playing. I seen people drink, and, it just makes them into different people. Craft beer, yeah, in local pubs and local stores. Yeah, craft beer. That's what they got down here, is like craft beer stores. That's what they're called, Sadie Lamp. And they got all kinds of beer, and they just basically sell beer and snacks, and that's it. They'll have chips or something there. And down here, everything, everybody's got outside beer gardens down here because the weather's always warm, so they don't have to close them up in the winter. I didn't know he was going to tour with him. I do know he invited him out to Las Vegas to pick a little, do a few songs with him. Said, hell, he'd come out there, if he needed some work or something. He could MC the show and sing some songs. But that's the last I heard about it. Speaking of that, who else is singing real bad, and they just canceled a month's worth of shows, was Mike Love from the Beach Boys. And I listened to a video of him singing in June, and it's awful, man. I feel bad for him because he's trying, but he can't sing. He can't get on pitch anymore. He can't breathe. And what's funny, he don't look good either. He don't walk. He shuffles his feet on stage. And like I said, the guy's 85 years old. I mean, it happens. We all get old. And none of us can, even myself, as I told you, I'm 68, and I can't sing like I used to at 58, and can't even come close to sing like I could at 38 and 48. That's why I said I want to get these songs done before I get a little bit older, because I'm getting to the point I can't do it anymore. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I tried to acquire a taste for Scotch. I could not do it. That Johnny Walker. I tried to drink some of it, some Courvoisier, I think it's called. I don't remember. But, man, I couldn't stomach that stuff. Thunderbird, the only way to go. Yeah. We used to drink Boone's Farm wine. That was a big one around the Midwest when I was a kid. Just drinking cheap wine and stuff. I want to tell you something. I don't know how many of you guys remember the show I did last year on the channel Scare Me Now with Captain Creepy. I don't know if any of you remember Captain Creepy or anything, but he told the funniest story. I laughed, and he was talking about his brother, and he said, my brother's the only one I know that will take a $50 or $60 bottle of champagne and mix it with 7-Up. He said his brother used to make him so mad for doing that with expensive champagne. He'd mix it with soda pop. A rich doctor but drank cheap wine. You know the cheaper the grapes are, the sweeter the taste of the wine. You ever heard that song? And it's true. Cheap wine tastes good. Some of it does. I like the taste of Boone's Farm. The thing is, there's just so damn much sugar in it. Yeah. Yeah, the memory goes. I tell it on myself. When I'm sitting there, I'll be sitting, talking to you guys, and I'll sit there and go, and I'll know who I'm talking about, but I can't, the name won't come to me. Yeah, David Lee canceled everything. Yeah. A lot of people mix champagne with soda. They mix it with orange juice. They mix it with all kinds of stuff. I have no clue why either. The only time I ever mixed alcohol is when it tasted too strong to me, and that wasn't too often. Yeah, David Lee Roth sound horrible. Well, listen to Mike Love of the Beach Boys. Look up the Beach Boys from 2026 and try to find a Mike Love singing in around June, just right before he quit. Just listen to him. It's horrible. And I feel bad for him because I know he was a good singer at one time, but he just can't do it anymore. Yeah, Sammy does good. I think Sammy sings really good for his age. Oh, I love Boone's Farm. That was great stuff. We used to drink that in Anna Green Springs, and then when we was younger, and then we wanted to get drunk, we would get that damned Mad Dog 2020 wine, that Mogan David 2020, and they had one called Night Train Express. And, them are the stuff you drink, and you'd wake up, you drink them on Friday night, and you'd be sick all day Saturday and Sunday. Stuff was nasty. Yeah, that's what they're called, mimosas. That's champagne and orange juice. I don't know why anybody would mix champagne, though. I like the taste of champagne. Yeah, Sammy seems like a cool guy. And he is. He's good. He's a good singer. He's a good guitar player, too. I seen him live one time back in 76, 77, after he had left Montrose. I don't know. I haven't heard him lately. Here's the thing. They're just getting old. Guys, they said we was all fortunate that we saw them in their younger days because they're out there playing, but they don't sound near like they used to. There's some of them that sound okay. Like the Eagles, they can cover it up. They got the money for the PA system and the sound techs and to run all the effects to cover up their mistakes. And they're singing the tracks and things like that. But some of them just can't. Exactly, yes. Sammy wished David the best. He did. And he told him to come out to Vegas. He could sing a song or two, maybe, and MC the shows. Yeah. What's funny? I used to try to drink tequila and grapefruit juice, and I always said that the grapefruit juice give me indigestion. The tequila never bothered me. I get indigestion from orange juice and grapefruit juice. Wino Man, Frank Zapp. Well, they did. Them guys, they give it all they had, man. And when you get older, it's just like anything. Look at athletes. They give it, a lot of the football players give it everything they had and got the hell beat out of them every Sunday in the winter. Well, a lot of them now can't hardly walk or do anything. And they said, especially playing on that AstroTurf, they're just wrecked their knees and hips and hip joints. I've heard some bad stuff come out of Hatchet, from the live shows. They wasn't really a good live band, not like Skinnerd was. Yeah, Axl's pretty bad too. It's not that he was bad. He was good in his time. It's just age, Father Time. Nothing stops Father Time. It takes it on you. I can tell it now. I wish I could play you guys some tapes of me singing, back in the 80s and 90s. You wouldn't believe how high my voice was. Mickey Thomas, yeah. Well, there's some that can. You know, it's just, it's the luck of the draw, the age, and how well they took care of themselves. Here's the thing. Mick Jagger can even still sing halfway decent. I ain't saying he's as great. He never really was, to me, a great singer. But, I mean, has anybody listened to Willie Nelson? He can't even sing anymore. He's just talking the words. He's just talking the dialogue and gets people to sing along with him. You know, people just go to Willie concert just to see Willie, just to see him. He can still play guitar a little bit, but, you know, he's 93. He can't breathe. He's got them lung problems. You can see him. He can't. He's up on stage, and he's like a fish out of water, gaping for air. You know, but he's still up there. Grabbing dust. All right, Hornback, you too, buddy. You take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping in. Peace, love, and God bless. Exactly. You know, it depended on the band, too, you know. The bigger bands got the best sound systems. And, you know, I played back in the 70s and 80s. The monitor systems were awful. It was just awful. You never heard yourself half the time. You know, you just couldn't do it. That's why I said I played in some really, really good vocal groups. You know, we did a lot of 3-part harmonies and things like that. And I'm amazed at how well we could sing at that time, because when you're playing, you can't really hear it. We had a drummer. He used to he would stick cigarette butts in his ear because he could hear himself in his head with his ear plugged. And he would we'd do things like that, anything so we could hear ourselves. Yeah. Mixing bands, you know, I mean, the sound systems was nothing. You know, back in the 70s and 80s, them sound systems was nothing compared to what they are today. That sound system they use, at that place in Vegas where the Eagles are playing, the Sphere. Oh, God, I seen a video on that. My God. You know, that's $1 million sound system in there. Yeah, well, you know, even in your prime, when you can't hear what's going on and it's a big roar on stage. And here's another thing, too. Them guys would drink a little bit, and I don't care what you say. You know, when you start drinking and things, it will throw your pitch some on most people, you know. It didn't on Van Zandt. He could sing when he was drunk. I've seen people so damn drunk they couldn't walk and could still play. But for the most part, it will do it. You know, Don Felder said something about the Eagles. He can't believe. He said how well they sounded considering the amount of drugs and drinking they did before shows and during shows. He said their roadies would take and go back to the amp line and lay out lines of cocaine, and they would go over and act like they was adjusting their amp in the middle of a concert, and you know, do a couple lines of blow and pack their noses and stuff, and just keep going. It's amazing. Junior Brown, yeah. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to have to fly. I'm going to put this up one more time, the link to the Doc Rivers music channel. I'm going to be working on that this month, and there'll be more videos coming out on there. Make sure you go by and watch them, listen to the music. They'll start coming out more and more. I'll get 3 or 4 on there anyway. And I'm going to take a few weeks off. I'm not going to be here on Sunday nights for a couple of weeks anyway, maybe longer. I don't know. But I will be back. I promise you that. There's no doubt in my mind. I'll come back, and we may end up moving the live chat over to that other channel, and we'll get a night and everything, and we'll start doing it again. Like I said, I used to take off every summer, usually around the end of May, and I didn't come back until October. But this time I'm not going to take time, but I do need some time. I got some family, kids, grandkids, and things to do. I got a roof going on my house in another week and a half. I've got work on this other channel, and I got work here around my house that I need to do. I mean, I could have get somebody to do it for me, but I can still do it myself, so I don't want to pay anybody else. You know, I mean, not that I'm a cheapskate or anything. It's just I can still do it. I can still paint. I can still power wash, and I need to. Got a couple screens I need to put back up. The cats have pulled down, and just little things that. And I just need some time to spend with family and stuff. So I hope you guys all understand. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Brad. You know, it's a cool place. We just come in and hang and talk, and that's what I'd like it to really be. Just a place to hang and talk. If I got something to show or pictures to talk about, you guys want to come in and talk, and you know, as long as we have a good time and stuff, that's what it's all about, man. And we'll get it. Like I said, make sure you get to the at Doc Rivers Music. That channel's going up, and that's where my music's going to be. And I'm writing songs. I'm doing videos for the songs. Well, these songs I had wrote, but I'm going to write some more. 90% of them will be me singing. I usually play a little guitar on them. I play bass on them. I play keyboards on them. The only AI that's used in mine is drum. Any drums you hear on my songs will be AI. Matter of fact, I got a brand new drum machine, that SR16, Elisa's. I'm going to sell it. I don't even use it no more. It's so much easier to use the AI drums. So I'm going to get rid of that. And some of the guitar riffs, I just can't pull them off anymore. My old hands just won't do it. So I do that. I can still play bass pretty good, and I can still play some keyboards enough to get me by. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for doing the song. You know, I used to do that song, too, in a way. I did it in C, out of C9. You know, we had a beat to it. It kind of sounded like Mustang Sally. Ask my mama for 15 cents. Watch some elephant go jump that fence. And you're so high, he touched the sky and didn't come down until the 4th of July. Walking the dog, walking my dog. Love that song. Got a good feel to it. All right. Peace. Be happy, everyone. Take care of yourself. And don't forget me. Doc will be back, I assure you.